Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make the axle peg. Axle peg is actually a hex screw, so that's pretty much what we're making here. And you see all of your dimensions there, and I'm going to show you a way to get this. A couple of ways you can do this, but the way I do it is with a revolve feature. So first thing we want to look at is the length is 1 inch. So I'm going to start with that with 1 inch. Start new sketch, write project, create. Start a new sketch. Okay, I'm going to draw a 1 inch line. Okay, and now I'm going to center my line. I do on constraint first. Now I'm going to zoom in. We're going to do some more drawing, but we're just going to do some rough sketching. Then we're going to come back and dimension. Go back to the line tool, and if you remember looking at the screw, you had a little flat portion up top, and then there was the part down to the side, which was actually a surface radius, but we're not going to worry about the radius of it right now. We're just going to draw a straight line, and then there is the head of the screw. Kind of, well, we'll just put it right there. We'll fix it later. Come all the way down to the bottom. That. So now we roughly have half a screw. And I'm going to start with, let's see, we'll start on the bottom. The screw is 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to, again, we're dealing with half of it right now, the profile. So it's going to be 0.125. Get that diameter out of the way. We already got our length, the 1 inch length. Next one is, so you start working on the head of the screw up here, and we see that 0.422 is the diameter of the overall head of the screw there. What we're going to do, again, we're dealing with half of that. So click here and here, and we're going to say 0.422 divided by 2, and let the computer do some math for us there. All right, and so next we'll look at this little space right here, that little thickness, which is 0.031. 0.031. I didn't mean to do that. And on the top there, the diameter of the flat portion is 0.25. So we're going to set that at 0.125 because it's half. Now we'll zoom in a little closer, and we want to put a radius here, and the radius of that is 0.236 surface radius. And to do that, we're just going to delete that line, and we're going to do a 3-point arc here, here, and 0.326, I believe. There we go. Now all we have to do is revolve, so we can exit. Profile is selected. This is my axis. OK. Now we need to put the hex in the top of the screw. We already have that flat portion created for us. So we need to create a sketch right on that flat portion, and we're going to create a polygon. It is going to be a 6-sided polygon, and we're just going to roughly place it there. We don't have our dimensioning done yet, but what size is that hole? It's a 5/32 across flats. So a hex socket, a hex key that you would put in there would be a 5/32. So how in the world do we make a 5/32? Well, we measure this hole from one flat side to the other flat side. And to make 5/32, we just type in 5 divided by 32. Comes out to be 0.156. So now our hole is the proper size for the hex key. We need to make a depth, cutting it into the screw, which is 0.111 deep. So we can exit, extrude, it's going to be a cut, and 0.111. Okay, now we almost are done. We need to put some threads on it. So we do that by going here, clicking on the thread icon, and I'm going to go ahead, and it's not going to be the full length. If you notice at the picture here, there it is an offset, so the screw is only threaded down to the most of the bottom portion. So I'm going to turn off full length, and I know it's a 1/4 offset, so 0.25. And when I hover over the screw, you'll see if I go down here, oops, select face, go down here, see how, and then if I go up top, see how it changes the offset. And that's why I set my offset before I go over here and apply it to the screw, because if you set it afterwards, then you might run into trouble. So I'm going to set it right there, apply, and there is my hex screw all ready to go to hold on a train wheel.